Cameraman.
Take one.
Take one.
This ghastly state of things is what you call bunburying, I suppose.
Yes, and a perfectly wonderful bunbury it is. The most wonderful bunbury I've ever had in my life.
Well, you've no right whatsoever to bunbury here.
That is absurd. One has a right to bunbury anywhere one chooses. Every serious bunburyers know that.
Serious bunburyist? Good heavens.
Well, one must be serious about something if one wants to have any amusement in life. I happen to be serious about bunburying. What on earth you are serious about I haven't got the remotest idea. About everything I should fancy. You have such an absolutely trivial nature.
Well, the only small satisfaction I have in the whole of this wretched business is that your friend Bunbury is quite exploded. You won't be able to run down to the country quite so as often as you used to, dear Algie, and a very good thing too.
Your brother's a little off color, isn't he, dear Jack? You won't be able to disappear to London quite so frequently as your wicked custom was, and not a bad thing either.
As for your conduct towards Miss Cardew, I must say that your taking in a sweet, simple, innocent girl like that is quite inexcusable, to say nothing of the fact that she is my ward.
I can see no possible defense at all for your deceiving a brilliant, clever, and thoroughly experienced young lady like Miss Fairfax, to say nothing of the fact that she is my cousin.
I want her to be engaged to Gwendolen. That is all. I love her.
Well, I simply wanted to be engaged to Cicely. I adore her.
There is certainly no chance of you marrying Miss Cardew.
And I don't think there's much likelihood, Jack, of you and Miss Fairfax being united.
Well, that is no business of yours.
If it was my business, I wouldn't talk about it. It is very vulgar to talk about one's business. Only people like stockbrokers do that, and then merely at dinner parties.
How you can sit there, calmly eating muffins, when we are in this horrible trouble, I can't make out. You seem to me to be perfectly heartless.
Well, I can't eat muffins in an agitated manner. The butter would probably get on my cuffs. One should always eat muffins quite calmly. It is the only way to eat them.
I say it's perfectly heartless you're eating muffins at all, under the circumstances.
When I am in trouble, eating is the only thing that consoles me. Indeed, when I am in really great trouble, as anyone who knows me intimately will tell you, I refuse everything except food and drink. At the present moment, I'm eating muffins because I am unhappy. Besides, I am particularly fond of muffins.
Well, there's no reason why you should eat them all in that greedy way.
I wish you would have tea cake instead. I don't like tea cake.
Good heavens! I suppose a man may eat his own muffins in his own garden.
But you have just said it was perfectly heartless to eat muffins.
I said it was perfectly heartless of you, under the circumstances. That is a very different thing.
This may be, but the muffins are the same.
Algie, I wish to goodness you would go.
You can't possibly ask me to go without having some dinner. It's absurd. I never go without my dinner. No one ever does, except vegetarians and people like that. Besides, I have just made arrangements with Dr. Chasuble to be christened at 5:45 under the name of Ernest.
My dear fellow, the sooner you give up that nonsense, the better. I made arrangements this morning with Dr. Chasuble to be christened myself at 5:30, and I naturally will take the name of Ernest. Gwendolen would wish it. We cannot both be christened Ernest. It's absurd. Besides, I have a perfect right to be christened if I like. There's no evidence at all that I've ever been christened by anybody. I should think it extremely probable I never was, and so does Dr. Chasuble. It is entirely different in your case. You have been christened already.
Yes, but I have not been christened for a while.
Yes, but you have been christened. That is the important thing.
Quite so. So I know my constitution can stand it. If you are not quite sure about your ever having been christened, I must say I think it rather dangerous you're venturing on it now. It might make you very unwell. You can hardly have forgotten that someone very closely connected with you was very nearly carried off this week in Paris by a severe chill.
Yes, but you said yourself that a severe chill was not hereditary.
It used to be. I know, but I dare say it is now. Science is always making wonderful improvements in things.
Oh, that is nonsense. You're always talking nonsense.
Jack, you are at the muffins again. I wish you wouldn't. There are only 2 left.
But I hate
I told you I was particularly fond of muffins.
But I hate tea cake.
Why on earth then do you allow tea cake to be served for your guests? What ideas you have of hospitality?
Algernon, I've already told you to go. I don't want you here. Why don't you go?
I haven't quite finished my tea yet, and there's still 1 muffin left.
Action.
Hi, I'm Jack Zuckler. I produced this play. So the muffin scene. This is important because it kind of represents the merging of the conflicts here with Algernon and Jack. They both want to marry someone who's important to each other. So they don't want to hurt each other at the same time. At the same time, the muffins themselves are kind of a critique on the gluttony of the upper class, and they're worrying about the muffins rather than the more important thing at hand, that is their marriages. Again, it ties into the theme of kind of the unnatural behavior of the upper class that Oscar Wilde says in this play. Kind of a culmination of that, and it's also the end of their physical journeys as well, taking place right after their earnest identities are revealed as fake. Yeah.
Food review.
Do it.
Oh, he's about to do it. Oh.
Nick, do you want a table?
No, thank you.
No. It's a muffin grave, dude.
It's like bonus features.
Sam.
Just like vaccinating your
Just like
kids.
Sam here.
Just like vaccinating your kids.
This is Sam after nicotine.
Brain on
Your brain is your brain.
Motorcycle accident!
I have an idea.
Wait, help!
Hi, I'm Jack Zuckler.
Did that come out well?
No.
Can you say what's up, econ students, Sam?
What's up, econ students? I'm Jack Zuckler.
Can we edit that into the beginning of both of our essays for this month?